Hello again, and welcome back to the blind playthrough of Tyranny with me, Red Zed. We're here at my spire again, and we're gonna go out do some more questing. But first, I've decided, now that I've unlocked a couple of spires, I want to change my profile pic. I want to change my character's look just a little bit. I mean, we're gaining some magic power. We're becoming a little more renowned. Seems like an okay one, but I mean, ideally it would have something like a spear shaft in the picture, but maybe this one? I don't know. I just decided because I'm not wearing heavy armor. I don't really want to look like I'm wearing heavy armor. Looks like my Uncle Gary, this one. Anyway, maybe we'll try this one. I think there's more to the picture, yeah, so like that. Looks a little bit too wizardly, but we'll see. We'll see what other options we've got going on here. This one looks a little too much like that one elf in the Lord of the Rings movies. Can't remember what the character is named, but this one probably has a sword or something, right? What is this? I don't know if that's a bow and arrow or a sword or like the tip of a spear, but anyway, I think I'll go with this. I think I'm gonna go with this. That looks good enough. All right. So, I'm gonna stick with this party because I like this party. Should I? What's this? Ashfield. Okay, that's where we go and beat that assassin dude, Bled and Mark. Oh, yes, you can teleport to other spires that have been activated too, so that cuts down on travel time. Not that that matters too much, because it doesn't seem like we have any timers for anything anymore after we finish the first act. So, should we go to the Merchant Crossroads? Broken Plains Wilderness, we've already done all that. So, I mean, if it's shining, I guess we just have some sort of quest there, right? I used to think it was places we haven't been to yet, but then my own spire was shining, I realized. So let's go over this way. Okay, so on this quest, we're gonna go and find the people who killed versus sisters. I don't think they were her real sisters, but her like adopted sisters, her blood sisters, whatever they're called. I don't know, something about Scarlet Furies. And it looks like the only thing we've got going on here is this merchant, which I guess I guess we're gonna have to talk to. I'm not open for business, friend, and I'm not looking for trouble. Basila in Lethian's crossing expects me with this shipment shortly. Wouldn't want to keep her waiting. Soft and well fed, this one, but look at her stance. She can handle herself. Excuse me? Quit the act. Give us what we need to know. Should that be tell us what we need to know? I mean, unless you have it on paper. What did I say? I said let me handle this. You must have me mistaken for someone else, I assure you. Oh, fine. The road to Stalwart is paved in iron. The farms of Azure are mostly air. Is this like a code word? What are the options? The Queen of Apex died friendless. That's fine. Screw the monarchs. Bird in the hand is worth a tortoise in the cabbage patch. I don't understand that at all. At least they're just not still burning. Okay, I guess I'm gonna let her finish this. Yet their papers aren't aflame. Charming. Sorry about the formalities. If word got back to the voices that I was cutting corners on security, let's just say I prefer my tongue in my mouth and my bowels in my, well, bowels, I guess. It's good that the common people know anatomy. I knew you. You were the governor of the crossing, right? I doubt you remember me. Traders come and go. I'm Malfora. What does the voice of Rat want us to know? Not one for foreplay, are you? Right. The man you're interested in calls himself Crocus. No idea whether that's what his mother named him. Showed up in the crossing a few months ago. picking fights and looking for rings. Not the rings you wear on your finger, I bet. Although they can probably be sold for the other kind of rings too. He ran afoul of the garrison, and they stomped the pants gravy out of him. That's disgusting. Pants gravy. Oh, gross. Oh, jeez. That quieted him down for a bit, but when he started casting around for work again, he boasted of this victory against a band of Furies during the war. Not a smart thing to brag about. Very stupid, in fact. You'd think a story like that would scare off any potential employers, but Isa's never been the brightest ring on the rope. Who's Isa? Cloth dealer, originally out of Azure, runs a circuit from the crossing to the Brothers and down into the calmer edges of the Blade Grave. He hired Crocus and a few others last week, claiming he needed extra protection for his daughter. Why he had brought his daughter to the crossing in the first place, Overlord only knows. Thoughts? Shit sticks. It's not going to be easy to find a caravan between here and the Blade Grave. Luckily for you, I'm very good at what I do. He usually goes to Stalwart by the way of the Ocean Spire, but he's cutting east to make time and avoid beasts. Your best bet is to wait for him here, at Hunter's Respite. What's your role in all this? Just who are you exactly? Who do you work for? Actually, I already know that one, don't I? Mostly I'm open ears. Came up in the bastard tier, but made for Haven when I could leave home. Started hauling goods between the crossing and Sunder, eventually expanded down to the Brothers, and even as far as Ardent in a good year. The conquest was bad for business. By then, though, I heard and knew a lot more than I did before. Thought I could turn a profit swapping information with the Archon. And I thought right. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. Hail Kyros. May his shadow fall upon you. I'm supposed to just wait for him and hope he shows up? You want to catch Crocus? Yes. Ice is taking the southern road out of Haven, so he'll almost certainly stop there. He's never made a great secret about it being his favorite resting stop around these parts. Alright, what can you tell me about it? A small stretch of wilderness. Oh, of course, more wilderness. There's a lot of wilderness out in the tiers. Far enough off the trade route to dissuade raiders, but near enough to avoid losing much time. The isolation recommends it, but not much else. Honestly, the Respite's starting to get too well known as a stopover. I give it a year before thieves start hitting it. Alright, thank you, Malfora. Yes, thanks. When we find this bastard, we'll open him from balls to chin, and that we certainly will. That is the way of the Sith. Many a Jedi were split from balls to chin. You now know everything I know about this so-called Fury Slayer. If you have any other questions, you'll have to ask someone else. I mean, it still feels like a trap. Because I'm a Fatebinder, I guess I can just take my pick of the goods. That's what I learned in Lethian's Crossing. As a Fatebinder, it's like, hey, I really like that vase. I really wish I had one. And they're all like, oh, please take it. I can always save up for another month to buy another one. But, I don't need to eat dinner tonight. Just take it. Then I'm all like, don't mind if I do. 1 day and 30 minutes to get to Hunter's Respite. Okay, let's go. Now, if I know game design, I'm willing to bet this guy's already here. I received a missive from Tunon. I love Tunon. He's such a good boss. Not really. I don't mean that. And from Fatebinder Meothis, okay? Fatebinder, you walk the blaze's edge, and every eye watches. The tiers verge on anarchy. Tread with care. Anarchy? I don't know. I think that's putting it a bit too bold. I love anarchy. Don't get me wrong. I am an anarchist. I love the idea of the tiers being like fiercely independent and mutually aided up to the wazoo, but I don't actually think that's what's going on here. My dear Fatebinder, it's a poorly kept secret that Bledenmark's job is more about killing threats before they become a problem. Official executions are really the minority of his duties. As I understand it, Kyros has long used Bledenmark as a preventative measure. Since he can move about the world rather freely, and he can evade all but the most absurd powers, he's the perfect predator to send against wild talents. I'm sure few in the tiers have ever actively wondered why there have been seemingly so few Archons born this far west. I'm sure folks with the potential to be Archons have occurred in the tiers time and time again, but they're usually cut down by Mark before the world hears about them. And it's like your reputation is what grows your power in this world, so... It's likely safe to assume Bled Mark has his eye on you and has orders to use his own judgment as to when to strike. I've known the old man for ages, and I'd strongly recommend you not try to appeal to him with overt displays of loyalty. He has no stomach for sycophants. I sincerely believe he thinks every human being is a selfish, twisted knave, and there are those who are lying about it, and those that accept what they are. No third type exists. Oh man, that's a very Sith way to look at the world, very black and white. So yes, I do think Blood and Mark will one day have to come for you. As I said, you can always hide or end your life now, but where you're headed, conflict is likely inevitable. Alright, let's ask about Archons and how they've risen to power. Dear Meothis, I appreciate the insight, and am honored by your vote of confidence. Your missive made mention of Graven Ash, and how you've known of him since before he wore the title of Archon of War. Can you tell me more of what you've observed of his rise to power? I am indeed an Archon. It's safe to say, if I am indeed an Archon, it's safe to say I wasn't born knowing what I can or can't do, and it stands to reason I might learn something from the stories of other Archons. Okay. Man, so if I'm an Archon, do I get any glowy bits? Because that is very important to me. Like, she has a glowing staff, but it's not glowing as much as, say, Voices of Narat's neck. You know, there's not, like, green flames coming out of it or anything. Sentinel. What flag is this? Lethian's Crossing. Hey, I was your governor once, so you should treat me well. Who goes there? Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. Turn back the way you came, stranger. Things will get bloody with a quickness. I like that phrasing. That's pretty cool. I see some caravan guards, but not the caravan. Why are you over here? I don't see how that's any of your business. We're paid guards. We get paid to guard. We don't pick where we guard, and we don't ask why about the where. That made sense, right? You have questions in need of answering. You speak to Crocus. Find him up the hill to the west. Yeah, we're looking for Crocus. Well, he's not over here, is he? We don't know him by sight, you idiot. Shut her up before I shut her up for you. He's a Cerbic, but she's not wrong. Can you point us to Crocus? Go back the way you came, then head north up the incline. Crocus is there at the camp. I'm as good as gone.
Right.
I'm gone! Is that him right there? Crocus. The inventor of the board game Crokinole. Oh, there he is, Crocus. A tall, thin man in bronze and leather scrutinizes my approach. Okay. Ario. That's far enough, stranger. Oi, Crocus, got company. Besides Cario here, I've got an entire squad behind me, experienced warriors and all. So I'm left wondering, who the fuck are you? Shout menacingly. I'm here for Crocus. The rest of you have one chance to leave with your guts still inside you. Why would you shout that? That's pretty funny. Yeah, let's do that. I don't care about this guy and his daughter or that beast person that's apparently behind them. Motherless beast shits. Wait, are they the shit of motherless beasts or the motherless shits of beasts? Good question, good question. Besides Cario here, I've got an entire squad behind me, experienced warriors all, so I'm left wondering, who the fuck are you? Must be Merchant Isa. This is your loudmouth daughter. What? Isa's back down by... He's elsewhere. I brought a few of my people to make sure that the clearing was as clear as he claimed, which it clearly isn't. You raiders, then? Got nothing worth killing over. It ain't worth your time, nor trouble to start shit with us. Well, I'm Feybinder Durigo. Nice to meet you. But more importantly, this is Verse. And I'm about to adjudicate your head open. Justice for my Fury sisters. Not to be confused with her furry sisters. Those are very different beings. Oh shit, to arms! To arms!
You have no...
You have no future, is that what you just said? Okay, so there's only 3 of them. I assume this won't be too terribly difficult. First, though, I would like you to upgrade our armor.
Take that.
There we go.
I think my wisdom is finally catch.
I would like you both to heal her. she's gonna take damage quickly.
Do I really need to?
There we go. Hells yeah. Let's do an explosive javelin. Because that's pretty badass. Nothing more badass than exploding javelins. Especially when it puts people on fire like that. Let's see if we can get a good penetrating shot on all three of them. To do some bloody damage. Oh, they're just automatically healing her. That's great. Hey, try this out. I mean...
That is so unfair!
Okay. I mean, it seems kind of like we're doing alright here. Ever since I added more healing spells to their repertoires, things just started getting a lot better. I'm a huge fan of the spell system in this game, by the way. It's really cool. It is very, very cool. Nice. Hold for the love of Kyros. I do love Kyros. Hold like you held when you and your friends killed my fucking sisters. For the love of Kyros, indeed. Hold, please wait. I'm not proud of what I did back then. I'm a changed man. I swear it by the Overlord. I've got a wife now. She's asleep right over there. I earn an honest living by the damn axe. I protect licensed traders. Don't look at me. She's the one you gotta convince. Overlord, save me. Kyros isn't here, asshole. The only partner at this dance is me. Isn't Kyros everywhere, though? Isn't Kyros all around us at all times, watching? Overlord, help me. I never wanted to hurt anyone. It was my damn job. I swore an oath to an Apex Lord because I wanted bed and food, not because I thought Kyros would ever come to the tears. That oath didn't just dissolve when your armies passed through the gates of judgment. I had to kill conscripted tearsmen by the gang, and yes, I helped kill your friends. Not friends, asshole. Sisters. Sisters, then. It wasn't my idea. Kyros had the location. Sick bastard wanted to cook them with his flames. Irissa, she wanted to hunt furies. Wanted a head on a spike she could wave at her enemies before battle. I was just there following orders. Well, hey, if we learn anything from Nuremberg, just following orders is not good enough, buddy. You said Kyros cooked people? I never actually saw him eat anyone, but I'm sure he did. You can see it in his eyes when he looked at you, that hunger. He was a sage, so maybe that explains it. Overlord knows what those scroll fuckers do in their libraries. Yeah, we sure do know what they do. Certainly not cannibalism, and copulating with scrolls has been frowned upon for centuries. Oh, frowned upon, but, you know, it still gets done, right? We took one of you alive, you know. What the fuck are you talking about? After you disappeared, we realized that one of your Furies was still alive, the big bald one. Kyros took her. Never saw her after. Liar! Where's Kyros now? I don't know, I swear by everything and everyone I'd tell you if I knew. He probably died in the Edict of Fire, served him right if so. If not, well, he deserves his treatment more than me. Hopefully that was the guy with the fire symbol on his chest that we, removed, and he's now burning it up in lava. Where can we find Irissa? Like I said, Irissa burned with the fire of revolution. After Apex fell, that crazy bitch couldn't lay down her spear. Last I heard, she was down in the Blade Grave, joined up with those stalwart shitheels, killing disfavored in the Overlord's endless storm. Around here. Alright, we've got a couple more people to track down, do we? This was from her. She wanted me to come and find her, take up arms again, but I didn't write back. I'm changed. I love the Overlord. Praise Kyros. How do you want to play this verse? It's a delicious tragedy, I'll give you that. Let's write it a suitably bloody ending. I've sworn loyalty to Kyros. Go hunt Irissa, go kill Kyros. They're your true enemies. They're the ones who deserve justice. Oh, don't worry, we will. Please. I don't know, do I want to spare him, or do I want to... did I just kill his employer? He is going to be looking for another job. He has a wife, sleeping right there. I mean, really what I should do is kill him and give her employment in my tower, in my spire, but like, hey, you can, I don't know. I don't know what you do for a living, but I'm sure you'll find somewhere to do it, either in Lethian's Crossing or in Vendrian's Well. God, I don't know. Do I want her to kill him? Yeah, do it first. This one's for Seeking Sheath. Thanks, Fatebinder.
Erissa's next. Let's go find her. Seeking was special, you know.
Tell me about her.
Seeking was all dynamo. Short, with hair like moss on a stone and skin the color of the night sky. Laughed at everything, even insults. She never stopped moving. If we camped, she paced the tents or palisades, always pushing us to get on. Part of it was the gambling. People would stop taking her bets after a day or two. The first time she says she can put a javelin in an apple at 100 yards, a man puts rings down. The second time, he's willing to go double or nothing. The third, that's when he stops betting.
Sounds amazing.
Kyros' crooked cock, was she?
Wow, is that okay to say in Kyros' Empire?
Crazy thing about Seeking? It wasn't raw talent. She practiced that shit. The spear work and the javelins, practiced every hour she wasn't sleeping or on assignment. She'd thread the sky with 3 or 4 javelins and dance towards her foe with a spear longer than she was tall. She'd knock a soldier's feet out from under him and let the javelin pin him to the ground. That's her name. Her spears found their marks as if they sought them.
Seeking Sheath. I thought it might be a sex thing.
That too. Her name meant more than the spear play. Seeking always sought, always looked for new things, new experiences, new stories, new men, new bits of lore.
Oh, but Seeking Sheath made me think she was into women, but...
In summer, she'd
Whatever, it's all
collect
good.
stinging insects, fill thin clay jars with them, and smash them against her foes. No fight was ever even for Seeking. You either got the drop, or you got dropped. Thanks. You know, for listening. Let's go. This oath-breaking scumsack won't hunt herself.
Indeed. We'll get her. What did you drop? It's the whetstone. Psst. Come on. Gotta loot your camp while I'm at it. A woman lies on a bedroll. Her breathing is slow and heavy. Oh shit. Father? Where's father? Oh, it's his daughter. Isa's daughter. What do you think? Smother her? Oh my god, I'm not gonna kill her. Jesus. She didn't do anything. Leave her some supplies, enough to get her back to the crossing. Wait, did her... Oh, the guards all ran away because I threatened them. The father's dead. Yeah. Oops. Sorry. There's fruit and grain in the cart too, and cloth to carry it, assuming she has any appetite after seeing this slaughter. Let's go, Fatebinder. I'm sick of this place. Although I am going to continue taking things, actually. Light leather gauntlets. That sounds like something good for me. Wahaha. Oh, what's over here? Ransacked cart. Okay. Whoa, hey. I am absolutely willing to kill them. Yes. Let's do this.
Come at me!
So what we've got is a Deft Blade, Snapshot, and Sentinel. So he's probably the tanky one. This will be their DPS. Let's get rid of that one first. And... oh yeah, let's line it up like so. There we go.
See that? I'm not entirely useless.
Not entirely useless, yeah.
Will do.
Exploding javelins are super badass. Did you just enter melee range? Why? Why would you do that?
hope you fancy.
On it.
What's she doing? Some sort of buff? Okay. Some pretty cool animations here, actually. I really like that. Like flip before she shoots. I don't understand why that would be, but it looks good. It looks good. Seems very impractical, but I like it.
I
It's
got
like
it.
a trick shooter. Points for style, you know? Okay, wow, we've got a lot more places to go. Torn Strand. Ash Wield. Oh, so I only got information on the location of one of them. I didn't get the location of the other one. That's unfortunate. Well, so I want. So the fire inside. Locate Irissa at Torn Strand. You could travel to Lethian's Crossing. Gain some evidence. I have so much evidence against the voices of Nerat, and only one piece against Graven Ash. That's pretty one-sided. Pretty one-sided. Hopefully we'll weigh them out. Like maybe Graven Ash is just not that bad a guy. You know, despite sucking so much. Enlist the aid of a forge-bound not subject to a Kyros' law. Oh, that's for Barrack. Right. Okay. Well, yeah, let's go to Lethian's Crossing first. Yes. We will go. Oh, we'll teleport from our tower. What? Encounter in Venrian's Well. Oh shit. The Ass Gang. What? I ran with them for a bit. Who calls their gang that? Hail, Ass Gang. Fatebinder. Verse. We don't care much about the slippery loyalty of law dogs. Mutts can't help but nip at their betters. But Verse, she betrayed the chorus, and that demands a scalp. Sorry, I'm flat out of spare scalps, clever ass. Is that really the person's name? That's amazing. The one you're using will do nicely. They want to fight, and I'm happy to oblige. Your call, Binder. Let Verse fight them? No, I'm gonna fight them with Verse. Drop my weapon, not Verse. Blah blah blah. We best them, and now we can let her act as bait, watch Verse's back, fight aggressively. Yeah, let Verse act as bait. Blood flows. Yes. No, I'm not gonna chastise her causing trouble. She didn't cause it. Glare silently. Why is that always an option? That's really funny. You can really play like a very stoic and kind of annoyingly silent antagonist. It's quite funny. You okay? Gain favor with the Scarlet Chorus. Why? Do you care? Seemed like you had your own thing going there. Not that I'm judging. Screw it. Let's go. That's kind of weird. Why is she pissed off at me? I've gained loyalty. And I've gained Scarlet Chorus loyalty or favor as well. Okay, that's cool. Boom, teleport, and here we go. Fast traveling is kind of acceptable. I think the world map in this game is much more coherent than the one in Thrones of Ball. I never finished Thrones of Ball because I just got bored by that point. But this game is pretty good. I like it. Maybe now, when we're at Lethian's Crossing, we may as well stop by the brothel. See if we get any, I don't know, bonuses or something by partaking in the wares, in the trade that they ply.
Come at me, Great.
Oh, I totally forgot that I am now hostile with everyone. Shit. I walked into this all messily. Okay, let's see if we can get a good shot on that one. Do some bleeding damage. It'd be really nice if you could do some frost. There we go. That seems to do a lot of damage. Okay, that one's almost down. This one's almost down. Very nice. Alright, that was pretty straightforward. I thought that would go a little harder, but
I'll tear your scalp out by your ass.
tear your scalp out by your ass. That's oof. Wham bam. Done. Nothing lootable. It's kind of unfortunate. Okay, well, if we're all healed up, we're not exhausted or anything, are we? Okay, red geyser. That's cool. There are more. Oh. Okay. Let's see if we can go around them. Oh, people are afraid. People are scared. We're gonna approach them from this angle. What we got? Bloodhound, Scarlet Fury, Scarlet Fury. Alright, well, let's...
You
Ow, you threw something at me.
Right.
fine.
An explosive javelin on them. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Heal her, please.
Easy
Double
as
heal
can
her.
Take that.
One down.
Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
Let's get a good line of bleeding damage on that one. Kind of wasted down, but... Oh my gosh, he's down. Let's do a thrust. Let's tie this person up in melee. Do the big heal, just because we can. There we go. We've got this. I'm not too worried.
This is useless. I should try something.
Although I do need you to maybe come
No,
up here
sorry.
and do something like this. Because that's a super strong spell, apparently. Thrust. Come on, thrust your way into this. Boom! Oh, there we go. Wham bam. Another group done. Now he's not wounded, is he? No, she's... Wait, is he? He is. When did he go down? He's double wounded. Okay, what can we do with this? Lower the bridge? Force the winch? No, we can lower the bridge.
Better,
It's fine.
faster, and stronger.
Better, faster, stronger. There we go. A new
I got it.
skill for her. Let's get that. And that automatically heals her wounds, too, which is excellent. Solange. Let's do... we don't really need wits, do we? We need quickness or finesse. At this point, I'm thinking, let's go with some finesse. Yeah, so if I want to continue down this tree, I need one more crappy spell up here. really care about armor pen on bows. What I want to do is get down to... No, where is it? Oh yes, okay, I want to get this and then possibly... Well, I don't know if it's worth getting down there. I definitely want to get this. It lets me use dodge skill instead of parry, and then I can just really go all in on the dodge ability. That would actually be a pretty nice bonus. She'll be pretty tanky in a way. Not through armor, but through dodging. So let's go ahead and get this then. It's a passive, so that next turn will unlock evasive, and then she'll be a better tank. That seems like a really fun way to build her. I mean, Durgo, this is the sort of question that can get you killed. Very little is known about how Archons are born or come into power, and my long life has taught me that Kyros and the Archons prefer it this way. If the young and talented remain forever in the dark, the old and mighty can rule without challenge. I don't like that system. I heard of Ash. He will always be merely Ash to me, before Kyros renamed him and gave his legion that backhanded title. As a rebel, a grimy, illiterate partisan who was winning battles while his countrymen of the Northern Kingdom lost left and right. Ash was always a good leader, but he wasn't born able to mystically reach out and protect his soldiers. The earliest mention of it isn't even until the tail end of the Northern Conquest, and if you read the journals, they don't tell stories of grievous harm warded off by Ash's stern looks. Instead, they talk of his soldiers finding their fears and doubts lifted from them by Ash's presence. A careful reading suggests the ability to actively protect physical harm came years later, as that bond grew, and more importantly, as his legend grew. That legend part is the key detail. In my understanding, an Archon's power is something of a self-fulfilling prophecy. The widespread perception of an Archon's power is the very thing that strengthens an Archon's power. So in Ash's case, he had some early inkling of a power, the ability to assuage the burdens of his men, and as he took on a mantle of power and became known all around Taradas as the next Archon of War, it soon became the ability to bear the physical burdens of his men, not just their fears and doubts. Thus my advice to you is to act like an Archon. Take power where you can find it. Foster fear, foster love. Never walk through life anonymously, but rather live in the thoughts of your followers and the anxieties of your enemies. That's great advice. That's really good advice. Just like real life. Let's go to Kyros' wrath. Dear Meothis, thank you for weighing in on all of this. To ask perhaps too obvious a question, if I am such an anomaly, such a threat, why hasn't the Overlord dealt with me right away? An edict, or just a simple request to blend Mark, would be no small threat. Neither seems to have happened just yet. Was that meant to rhyme? I'm such a poet. What is your take on this? Why hasn't Kyros dealt with me? Man, I'm asking all sorts of treasonous questions.
I got it.
Meothis is very kind to oblige me such things. Alright, well, merchants, I'm here to free you from... Okay, they have beast people. Oh, she's gonna lose that now. Damn it. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna do a safety save because, frankly, I don't know if this is gonna be easy to beat.
On it.
What do they got? They've got Tear Smasher. Okay.
They won't see me coming.
Let's see if we can sneak up and get us a good sneak attack on them. I do need you to do the... if I come from this direction, I could probably get a good piercing attack on all of them. Well, 3 of them, sorry. Not all of them.
On it.
But come down here for a moment.
You didn't see nothing.
You would think beast people have heightened senses and that they would be able to,
Right.
I don't want to get spotted doing this, but... Okay, just don't go stealth. Please don't stay stealth. Alright, let's, so everyone's bleeding. Well, at least he's bleeding. That one's... Okay, we're gonna have to try and finish this battle and, cut the episode there. So, 2 of the 3 are bleeding. That's pretty decent. You should move up. Get ready for a nice, big damage spell. Can you please get ready to heal her? Because she's going to need it. And let's get a big exploding javelin on all of those people. There we go. So are we focusing... Who are we focusing down here? Let's cast like that. Nice, okay. So, can she go a little bit more without healing? I would love to... Oh, he already did the quilt throwing? Kill storm, as it were? Okay, disengage. Let's heal him for just a moment. Do a nice buff that way. I'm not really sure where to direct my next attack. I wouldn't mind killing this beastman. If you could please focus that one down, that would be nice. Oh my god, and this beastman really likes Lantry.
Right.
We've got to wreck this beastman. Come on, preferably before they kill anyone.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
Okay, let's do the big kill.
That ringing sound? It's not just in your ears.
There we go. There we go. Beastman down. Scarlet Fury. Tear Smasher's this one. Let's go back to Tear Smasher. Although, you can hit all 3 of you apparently like that. Nice. Okay, we got bleeding on that one too. This is going okay. This is not going so badly. Don't think I'm going to need to do that.
Consider it done.
Oh, she's going to go finish that one? Nice. Okay. Smooth sailing from here. Let's strip this person of some armor here.
I did that.
Nice. Whew. Life returns to normal in Lethian's Crossing. Awesome. And we will explore that new normal, or the old normal, returned again, in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.
I
will
got it.
catch you next time. Be seeing ya.